Looking back over yesterday, what moments do you clearly remember? Moments when you felt present and connected. If nothing stands out, then maybe look back over the last week. What do you clearly remember? Last month, maybe? Or the last 3 months? Moments where you felt present and connected? What stands out? Do you remember moments where you felt alive? Or has most of your energy been consumed by earning, paying bills, managing responsibilities, and preparing to do it all again? Because living from paycheck to paycheck is another way to lead your life on autopilot. Money is the one resource that can often take over your attention. Your decisions begin revolving around what must be paid next. Your time is measured by working hours. Your mind remains occupied by what you need to earn, what you can afford, and whether there will be enough. And after living this way for long enough, survival starts to feel like your entire life. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Radiant Energy. On this channel, I draw cards to read the energy moving through the collective. So if you found yourself here, there may be something in this message that your inner guidance wants you to hear. Today, I'm being asked to share the energy of one oracle card, Return to Heart. This card is asking you to consider the direction in which you have been focusing your energy. Where has most of your life force been going? And is that direction truly serving your highest good? This is not a message asking you to ignore your financial responsibilities or pretend money does not matter. It is asking whether the pressure to survive has pushed everything else out of your life. Whether you have become so focused on getting through the next day, the next week, the next payment, or the next emergency that you have lost contact with what makes your life meaningful. The card says, I breathe light and stick to the essentials for my soul. The present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. You may have become very clear about what is financially essential while losing sight of what is essential for you as a soul. Things like inner peace, your health, relationships, your sense of purpose, your ability to experience your own life rather than constantly working to maintain it. The oracle card has shown us the energy moving through the collective. But while the energy may be shared, we are each living a different life. What has been taking most of your energy may be very different from what has been taking someone else's. And the part of your life asking to be redirected can only be recognized by you. So rather than telling you what this message must mean for your life, I want to guide you through a meditation that will help you discover your own answer. So now, find a position where your body can settle comfortably. And when you're ready, Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Again, breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow the noise of the day to soften. The bills, the deadlines, the responsibilities, the constant thinking about what needs to happen next. Let all of it move a little further away. For these next few moments, you are stepping back far enough to see your life clearly. Imagine that time begins to loosen around you. The days no longer feel separate. The weeks no longer feel like boxes on a calendar. You are somewhere beyond the rush of it all, beyond the pressure, beyond the need to keep proving that you can carry everything. And from this place, your life begins to appear before you, not as a list of achievements, not as a record of what you earned or what you owned, but as moments, faces, choices, conversations, times when you were fully present, and times when your body was there, but your mind was somewhere else. Allow the scenes to come without forcing them. You may notice a morning you rushed through it, a meal you barely tasted, maybe a conversation you only half heard because your thoughts were already on the next problem, a moment of laughter that disappeared too quickly, someone reaching for your attention while you were carrying too much to notice. There is no judgment here, only your awareness. So begin to see how much of your life has been spent preparing for another moment, waiting for the next paycheck, waiting for the pressure to ease, for the day when you will finally have enough time, enough energy, enough security to live differently. And from this wider place, you may recognize something that is difficult to see while you're inside the struggle. The days were not simply passing around you. They are your life. Let that settle. Now allow yourself to look at the other moments in your life that still carry warmth. Perhaps it was a quiet conversation with someone you deeply care about, a hand placed on your shoulder at the exact moment you needed it to support you, a message that arrived, kindling hope when you had felt that everything around you had failed, a moment when someone made you feel seen. It could even be the smile of a stranger on the subway, or a simple eye contact where someone acknowledged you, and a moment where you did the same for them. Maybe you remember a time when you chose kindness even though you were exhausted. time when you spoke honestly, even though it may have been challenging. A time when you allowed yourself to laugh in the middle of a difficult situation and make the moment light. These moments may have looked ordinary when they happened, but they hold so much more than just the ordinary. They carry life, they carry connection, they carry meaning. And here you may begin to wonder, what are the moments you would want to feel again? Which of them would you wish you had noticed more deeply? What would you wish you had said while there was still time to say it? Allow the answers to come in their own way. You may feel them before you can put them into words. Now let the review widen. See the years of effort, the pressure you have carried quietly, the time you kept moving because stopping felt impossible, the times you made decisions from fear because fear looked like responsibility, the time you abandoned your own needs because everyone and everything else appeared more urgent. Perhaps you begin to see the cost of living in constant survival. Not only the exhaustion, but the parts of yourself that became quieter. Your creativity, your hope, your relationships, your health, your ability to enjoy what was already here. Your belief that your life could become more than a cycle of working, paying, and recovering just enough to begin again. And from this wider perspective, allow one question to reach you, not as accusation, simply as truth. Ask the question, where has my life force been going? Stay with that for a moment. Now imagine that you're able to feel the effect you have had on the people around you. The comfort created by words you may have forgotten. The encouragement someone carried because you believed in them. The relief someone felt because you stayed. The tenderness someone experienced when you looked at them with love. You may also become aware of moments when your stress entered the room before you did, where your exhaustion made you distant, when someone needed your presence, but most of you was somewhere else trying to solve tomorrow. There is no punishment in seeing this, only the opportunity to understand and perhaps to choose again. You may begin to wonder, when the people I love remember me, what do I want them to remember feeling? Did they feel safe with me? Did they feel important? Did they know how deeply I loved them? Did I make room for their lives Or was I always waiting for my own pressures to end first? Breathe. Let the questions move through you without trying to answer all of them. Some answers may come later. For now, simply notice what touched your heart and allow your heart to answer this. What am I ready to bring back to my life? Maybe you gave up on your creativity. Maybe you accepted substandard relationships. Maybe you've seen your health suffer, or you lost your spiritual connection. Maybe you miss your courage from the past, where you spoke fearlessly when it mattered. Maybe your hope, which seems to have dimmed in the recent years. Your willingness to imagine another way. Let the answer become clear to what you're ready to bring back into your life. Now bring yourself back to this chapter of your life. You're still carrying the same responsibilities. You're still aware of what must be paid and what must be done. But choose to no longer move through life asleep. Choose where your attention goes. Choose to notice the people in front of you. Listen when your body says enough. Stop calling every sacrifice necessary. You are no longer waiting for life to become perfect before you begin living it. Live it in a way so that when you look back on this next chapter, know what you would like to see, what you would want to remember, who do you want to have become. Let one decision rise from that future memory. You remember it, just one. And complete these words silently. Complete the words and the sentence. I want to use my life to. I want to use my life to. Let the words come. Hold them close. Take a slow breath in. And as you breathe out, begin to return. Return to your body. Return to the room. Return to this moment. But do not leave the perspective you received behind. Bring it with you. Let it shape the choices you make from here. Take one final breath, and if you have not yet opened your eyes, feel free to open them when you're ready. Thank you for letting me walk with you through this moment of reflection. I invite you to subscribe if you're in a season of rebuilding your life from the inside out. I will continue posting videos on this channel, and I hope they find you when you need them most. Take what resonates, let the rest pass. Until next time, stay blessed.